All right, guys. 2026 Heritage Baseball's here. This is Speaker Team case break number 2. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you guys, as always, for your support of Firehand Cards. We appreciate you guys very, very much. Let's see what case number 2's got for us. Case number 3 is available in the store right now. Just went live this morning. And I know that we have a case available on our Fanatics live feed with Andy. He'll probably be looking to have that case going for you guys later tomorrow. Oh no, I didn't drink one this morning. I only do one a day, and only in days where I'm here in this office. Yeah, but I am starting to feel like these things may not be in my best interest again. No, I don't do 2 in a day. That's a suicide mission. I don't do suicide missions. Opening up Heritage is as close as opening up full cases of Heritage is as close as I get to a suicide mission. I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate it, Dan. Thank you. No, I want to do one at 8 o'clock and then do another one at 1. That would be, that is 100% suicide. I don't find I have to drink those things on my off days. I don't find I have to drink those things when I'm walking into Disneyland on a Thursday. Just saying. You know, if the card company, if Topps made the card numbers in the backs of these cards a little bit bigger or made the variations easier to spot, maybe I won't have to worry about using so many energy shots. Just saying. You know, us gentlemen, we're cavemen. You know, if those bills stop coming in the mail, you're not going to see me anymore. But those bills keep coming in the mail, especially the ones for the rent, water and power, cable, car payment, car insurance. What other ones am I forgetting about? Netflix, Paramount Plus, Peacock. It's either that or Ritalin. 100%. Alright, at least I got a better idea of what I'm looking for now I'm going through these. Yeah, I know that sometimes variations will come right before the Chrome card. Any regular short prints will be turned around for us. Like the Lars Nootbaar here. Got Austin Martin Chrome, which for some reason was turned around. I'm not sure why. Yeah, for you, for some of you guys, it's rent, or for me, or for you, it's mortgage. Yeah, either way. For some reason, all the base chromes are turned around in this box too. Wish I could explain that one to you. At least some of them were. Mortgage? Well, you just have to be on top of your interest rates. You know, occasionally an interest rate gets down enough where it makes sense to refi, you know. I think another part of it, though, is that you really got to fall in love with the place that you decide to pick on, you know, as far as what you're going to spend next 30 years paying off, right? I will say with regards to home ownership, I believe that it's everybody's God-given right to own property if they can afford it. But I will say that home ownership isn't for everybody. especially for somebody like that travels a lot or something, you know, or isn't on top of taking care of things. Because I mean, if you own the house, like anything that goes wrong with that house, you're responsible for. As opposed to where if you're renting and you know something happens like with plumbing or something like that, that's on your landlord. You know that they have to fix it. Sometimes just you know if you don't have to worry about those kind of responsibilities, you know. Daryl Knowles, stamp buyback. I guess to each their own, right? I prefer not to have to think about those responsibilities. I know a lot of people that could own 2 or 3 homes, but they choose to rent just because you know they like that flexibility in case you know something comes along. There's a short printed Cam Schlittler for the Yankees. So of the top rookies in this stuff, Schlittler is the only one that's short printed. Roman Anthony, Jack Caglianone are not short prints. Just to let you guys know, at the end of the break, we'll do one draw for all the quad rookies. All the quad rookies are short prints, by the way. So we'll draw them based off the position on the card. Got a Marcus Semien Clubhouse Collection jersey for the Rangers going to Ryan Kramer. I mean, I'll be very honest. It comes down to that kind of thing. Like, if I had extra money to the point where I can choose to either buy property or be able to travel more, I'd rather travel more. I'd rather have more life experience than, you know, having to worry about maintaining a property. That's just me, though. Could that change over time? Sure. Shohei Ohtani, raw power. Alright, that's first box. I'm going to trust my instincts that I'm not missing any variations here. I've also noticed that probably it was the same thing with last year's High Series out with this one. I noticed that the boxes that had autographs in our first case were the ones that contained variations. So, for the most part, I think there might have been one exception. There you go. 20 acres on a lake in the woods. Turn back the clock, short print at Mike Piazza. And then another thing, I mean, yes, you can own a house, but is it really a home, right? A home, you yourself make a home. You can rent property instead of buying property, and you can make it a home, something that you're happy to come home to. You know, conversely, there are some people that own property that a house to come home to, it doesn't feel like a home. So. Quad rookie Chrome. You have 1.5 on a dead end street. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about people coming up to your place so much, unless they want to hear the business end of a shotgun. You just have speakers going around your house that makes the sound of the shotgun rapping. That usually scares off those people. Hey, there's a black and white photo variation. We didn't see one of these in the first case. Nico Horner for the Cubs, going to get it alone. quad Ricky there. Yeah, again, it's the whole maintenance thing. God forbid you buy a property that requires a lot of maintenance within the first few years. You'd be in a bad spot. And then don't get me started on HOAs. You know, people that run HOAs are little Napoleons that should be burning in the hottest precincts of hell. Tariq Skubal Clubhouse Collection jersey. Tigers for Ryan Kramer. I mean, what's the point of owning property if you have some Napoleon that keeps running up to your house saying you can't do this or you can't do that? Screw that. You let your wife deal with it? Yeah, that's a very very different thing there. Hey, I got a Jacob Mizorowski chrome for the Brew Crew. Uh-oh, Liverpool's got a lead. There you go. Believe it or not, there are in Los Angeles County there are unincorporated areas of LA County, if you can believe that. Just because we're near the big city, right? Doesn't necessarily make it so. Did any of you guys see Fanatics had posted on socials that somebody had completed the 300 card set on Topps Basketball on the team logo borders? Finished up all 300 cards. Really cool looking set. There was some really nice photos of all of them. Probably got it done in about what, 6 months? Really cool to see. I kind of like that when I see, you know, sets like that get completed. Wonder if the same person or somebody else is trying to do the photo variations on that one. Renel Blanco short print. I'll let P Dunn explain that one. He'll probably be able to explain it a little bit better than me. Unincorporated areas are basically areas that aren't technically part of any city. Sometimes they may identify with a city, but they don't. They're not actually part of the city. I'll give you a good example of an unincorporated area. It's right near me. Six Flags Magic Mountain is around the corner for me. That actually sits on unincorporated land. But if you try to mail something to Six Flags' location there, you'd still say Valencia. I know that sounds kind of weird to say, but they're not part of the city of Santa Clarita, which Valencia is a part of Santa Clarita, essentially. It's kind of weird. Like a border town, kinda, I guess. Like bordering an incorporated area, I would suppose. I guess you think about it that way. Yeah, it's a little bit strange to think about. All right, that's two. Box 3. Exactly. Yeah, so like where P Dunn lives, he would identify a particular town or whatever, but if it's outside the city limits, that's kind of that'd be kind of the same thing. Harry Kane becomes the third fastest to 50 Champions League goals. Took him 66 appearances. Sorry, guys, give me a second. Yes, that's correct. Actually, more apropos thing to say is that your taxes aren't contributing to the services of that city, such as police, fire. But the state tax, you may be paying county taxes that could go towards some of those services. Usually, libraries are run by a county, not a city. I guess it depends on the state. Clubhouse Collection jersey, Mason Wynn. Cardinals for Jay Wards. Quad Ricky here. Brady House rookie. Brady Hoos. Oh, nice. But what happens when that wall runs out? I guess that's something to think about. You're probably thinking to yourself, not going to run out in my lifetime. We'd have to have my kids worry about that one. 40K to drill a new one. And then you spread out that 40K, amortize it over, like, I don't know, however many years. Still be cheaper in a water bill on a month-to-month basis, right? Got another Mizrowski Chrome here. And a regular Miz. Okay. All right, we're through 3. Oh, Galatasaray let that one goal lead get blown up in their face today. And there is no good. All these soccer games are second legs and they're all blowouts. I think the game tie that's closest right now is Tottenham and Atletico, and that's still a 2-score game or a 2-score tie. Nothing close. Nice. See orange coming up here. Pete Alonso, orange refractor, record breaker, 23-25. The Mets all-time home run leader, and you let him walk for nothing. Brooby's got the Mets. And behind that's base rookie of Roman Anthony. '50th anniversary buyback, Randy Moffett. Just making sure. So right there. So yeah, the card right before the chrome's usually the ones, if there is a variation, it's where it would be. So, all right, and Nolan Arenado Clubhouse Collection for the Cardinals to Jay Wart. So far, 4 boxes, 4 relics. We're looking for some ink. For context, the first case that we opened contained 3 autographs. One of the 3 autographs was a red ink. There was also a box that had both an autograph and a relic in it. That same box that had 1 auto and 1 relic also had 2 variations, so take with that what you will. Andrew Abbott's Year of Orange, or whatever they call this. It's number to 77. Reds going to Glenn. So just a heads up for you guys. Anything that gets top loaded right away is going to be part of the haystack that I take photos for later. If you were in the first case, your haystack's already available for that break. Got a real one relic here of Mike Trout. So we got 2 relics in this box. Angels going to Sack. The first case we pulled a Clayton Kershaw like this one. And we got a blue chrome to 150 Yuri Perez Marlins. Warby Kim. Ms. Ricky. All right, Shiro, turn back the clock. Short print. Chris Bryant, Chrome. There's a Jack Caglianone base rookie. All right, box 5. Bert Hooten, stamp buyback. Taylor Ward, Deckle Edge for the Orioles. For Glenn. By the way, we figured this out earlier. So Owen Cassie has 2 cards in the set. They're exact same fronts. The only difference is that the cartoon on the back is different. There's 2 different card numbers, which is just really weird. Why they would put a player in the, see, and here's the other one, card 88. Why they would put the same player in twice like that, I have no idea. Clubhouse Collection, George Springer for the Blue Jays, the Pro Reach 70. Damn. Not one piece of ink yet. Not one sliver of ink in this case so far. That's 5. Well, Atletico just scored a goal that pretty much puts that tie to bed. Man, these second legs on this Champions League round of 16, with the exception of Sporting and Bodo yesterday, have been very lackluster. Well, actually, even that one was lackluster, but Sporting had to win 3-0 to force extra time, and then they scored 2 more on top of that, so that game was actually one of the biggest ass whippings of the day, but they needed to do it to advance. Miguel Cabrera, turn back the clock insert, or turn back the clock short pad. Hey, we found auto, guys, for the Athletics. Jack Perkins, the Athletics for JB. All right. First ink we've seen in the case, and we're going to be on real high alert now for any variations. Miss. I know he does play a position sometimes, but it is kind of funny. You mark a player for designated hitter, and he's got a glove in his hand there. It's not as bad as a back card of a pitcher, but it does make you scratch your head a little bit. Brady House rookie. Image variation. Raffy Devers Giants. I knew we'd find one. The A-Train gets this one. It also helps the fact that I saw this image variation in the first case, too. And still let us be on high alert for any others. Okay. All right, guys, halfway home. Nickname variation. Saw this one in the first case too. Wynja has the Mariners this time, and it's got a big dumper variation. So if we find a variation, hopefully we'll find another autograph. Trevor Rogers, Deckle Edge, Orioles. All right, not bad for the Orioles. Samuel Basallo auto. Glenn Walkman has the Orioles. Him and his 185 batting average so far in his career. Jack Caglianone, Raw Power. Blue Chrome to 150, Braxton Ashcraft, Pirates. For Akira Saito. Excuse me. That's an image variation. I saw one. Gunnar Henderson. You know, it's funny. I'm getting the same variations I got in the first case. The Big Dumper, Gunnar, Raffy Devers, Image. I got all those guys in the first case. Trying to remember what was the last image variation I pulled. It was Kyle Teal, I think it was. See if we get that one again. There's also the other variations we pulled in the first case was a Junior Caminero All-Star variation, and then banner variation of, gosh, I forgot who it was. Contreras, maybe? Another Jack Caglianone Raw Power insert. That's two of them. All right, not bad for the Red Sox. Christian Campbell auto. The Red Sox eBay Fantasy. Not exactly the young gun of the Red Sox that we're looking for in terms of autographs, but it's not a bad one. Looking for another fella. Got a black border here. Michael Harris II for the Braves. For Brian? That's a photo variation. Mookie Betts, Dodgers. For Dante Rayford. Bill confirmed on the back would be a little where it says image right there above the cartoon to the right of the number. Okay, box niner. Steve Dillard, 50th anniversary buyback. Aaron Judge, Clubhouse Collection jersey, Yankees, going to DNH Martin. Miz rookie. Roman Anthony, Enterprise insert. There's an Otani ready action insert. There's a variation. Riley Green for the Tigers. This is what they call the banner variation. Tigers going to Ryan Kramer. So instead of having the little kind of flag at the top there showing the position, they got a baseball showing the position. Okay. So it looks like Arsenal and Liverpool are the only two Premier League teams out of 6 that progressed in Champions League. We had 6 Premier League teams make the round of 16, and only 2 have made a quarterfinal. Alright, starting to get into the what we like to call the championship rounds here of the case break. Dave Frieselben, stamp buyback. Roman Anthony, base rookie. Here's Jack Caglianone, rookie. JT Realmuto Clubhouse Collection for the Phillies to Glenn Walkman. Ozzy Albies Decal, or die cut there. Yeah. Braves, Brian. Little last team mojo. Blue Chrome Austin Riley for the Braves also for Brian. Number to 150. Okay. Raleigh Eastwick, stamp buyback. Marcus Semien, another decal cut there for the Rangers. Rangers for Ryan Kramer. Cody Bellinger, Clubhouse Collection, Yankees, going to DNH Martin. Whew. So PSG get Liverpool next. Real Madrid against Bayern. Oh my God, that's a huge match. Barcelona and Atletico, Sporting Portugal and Arsenal. Man, those are some tasty quarterfinal matches there. All right, one more box. Don't forget, guys, we still have a third PYT of this in the store. Of course, I forgot to pull down this link when number 2 sold out. Put the regular link in the chat for now. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else that's moved that I need to update. Alright, so let you guys know we have a couple breaks that are going to run when I come back from recess. One of them is that Bowman's Best 2-box break, and another one is the next Smuggler's Outpost Star Wars break. I can also tell you guys that Topps Chrome Basketball is down to 3 spots. We're down to 11 teams on Heritage number 3. Thank you, guys. Some very affordable teams left, guys. I can get that third case in for you guys after lunch. Okay. All right. Is Shohei Ohtani Chrome. If I were in a good position, I would put together a regular Chrome set of this. I love the Chromes they've done the last couple years. Makes a lot of sense to like the regular Chrome would be a lot of fun. Got a green Chrome here to 99. Dave Myers Marlins. For B Kim. Still don't know how I feel about the these light blue chromes, but a regular chrome set would be kind of fun to put together. What I'd like to see is one more autograph, ideally. Yeah, we're not going to get to see that. Pablo Lopez for the Twins, Clubhouse Collection jersey. Grant has the Twins. Black border Trevor Rogers for the Orioles. Going Glenn. All-Star variation, Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubs. So a typical player, all-star player card will look a little bit like this. See how it has all-stars at the bottom like that? The variation will have a little star in the corner. So I can still safely say that if you have a box that has an autograph in it, you're due for a variation, but there are some boxes with a jersey hit that will also have a variation in it. Oops. Just a couple packs left. Carlos Beltran, yeah. And last pack. Alright. Alright, guys, made it through another case of Heritage. Got one more in the store. Love to get it running for you today. Let's start moving some of the stuff out of the way. These are all the chrome cards, whether they're regular chromes or refractor chromes or light blue chromes. Of course, the numbered chromes I already top loaded for. Got the dark gray parallels here. Then inserts such as Raw Power, Enterprise, Ready Action, also any stamp buybacks that we pulled. The Enterprise. Here's a stack of all of our short prints. 95 out of the 96 are in the stack. The 96 one was Cam Schlittler. Alright, what we do need to do before I set up a recap is I got to do two draws for you. The first draw is going to be for the quad rookies that are short printed, which position we'll be awarding them to. Now the second draw will be for non-base league leader cards that are dual playered, and we'll do left side, right side on those. Oops. Okay, so I got that draw ready to go, and then I got to do left, right, left, right. That one. Okay. All right, let's go to the randomizer. All right, so this is for the quad rookies first. 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. All right, all the quad rookies that we pull will be awarded based off the upper left player. All right. And non-base league leader cards. So any card that's not a base, like any chrome, any dark gray, or anything that we would have top loaded for you. Left side, right side on the league leader cards. The base league leader cards will be split up evenly. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, the right side there. Non-base league leaders to right side there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get a recap ready for you guys and the rest of the stuff here. Alright, so that's a variation, black border, decal, blue, decal, This is a banner variation, image variation, black border, auto, image variation, blue, auto, decal, nickname variation, auto, roundhouse, decal, blue, 26 here, Clubhouse, number 25 here, Clubhouse, black and white in Clubhouse. Alright, so all the cards that are top loaded now are the ones that will be in your haystack. Actually, we're doing it this way. All right, and I got a recap ready for you here, guys. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in on 2026 Heritage Baseball 12-box PYT case break number 2. Here's what we pulled out of here. Shohei Ohtani, we got a Chrome parallel, plus a raw power insert and a ready action insert. Top rookies, Roman Anthony, 2. Jack Caglianone, 2. Brady House, 2. Jacob Mizorowski, 7. We got one Cam Schlittler rookie, which is a SP. We got a pair of Mizorowski Chrome, a pair of Jack Caglianone Raw Power, and a Roman Anthony Enterprise. Alright. Alright, Decals. Decal cuts. Taylor Ward, Trevor Rogers, Ozzie Albies, Marcus Semien. Black border, Michael Harris II, Trevor Rogers. Numbered to 150, Yuri Perez, Braxton Ashcraft, Austin Riley. The 99, Dane Myers. The 77, Andrew Abbott. The 25, Pete Alonso. Image variations, Raffy Devers, Gunnar Henderson, and Mookie Betts. All-Star variation, Pete Crow Armstrong. Banner variations, Riley Green. Black and white variation, Nico Horner. Nickname variation, Cal Raleigh, a.k.a. Big Dumper. All right, memorabilia hits. Clubhouse collections, Marcus Semien, Tariq Skubal, Mason Wynn, Nolan Arenado, George Springer, Aaron Judge, JT Realmuto, Cody Bellinger, Pablo Lopez. Real one relic, Mike Trout. Autographed hits, Jack Perkins, Samuel Basallo, Christian Campbell. All right. That'll be the break. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you guys again, as always, for your support of Firehand cards. Congrats to all of our lucky hitters in the break as well. Until next one.